assume that robot development will be at its peak by 2050. People will have a reduced workload. Robots will be able to assist the humans and even take over certain jobs in manufacturing. Therefore, people will have less work hours a day. Humans will also have started to live closely to each other due to urbanization. We will have a lifestyle in which we act open-mindedly toward each other. Besides data, we will also share our living rooms, kitchens, etc. To show our vision, we'll bring you with us to a day of a boy in 2050. We'll pause the animation in the video to tell a bit more about our research. Ben is a 12-year-old boy. Let's have a look at what his daily life looks like. Ben wakes up in his bedroom. The sleeve of his pajamas shows him the amount of sleep he received. It also shows him analysis of the dreams he had from the data that has been collected throughout the night. As we can see in our daily life, the period of wearables has already started and will go on determining our living. The development of wearables will focus design-wise on aesthetics, making them more discreet or even invisible. Especially the term of wearing will be implemented literally by embedding technology directly into clothes. They will be able to track our health information, to perceive our mood, and even to provide us with oxygen or vitamins. After putting intelligent clothes and smart wearables on, Ben enters the shared kitchen of his building complex. There are a lot of apartments in the complex where people have their own bedroom and bathroom, a shared kitchen and living room. Of course, there are also complete private apartments, but in general people prefer the way of living all together. It is especially favorable in the daily life of elders. They represent the majority of the population of this decade and often live alone. Ben's parents are already preparing breakfast together with the neighbors, their children, and the house robots. Robots assist with housework, like cooking, and give the families more time to interact and talk with each other. Robots are already here today. So far, there are acting robots or even robots that can mimic facial expressions. However, robot development is picking up pace as they become more advanced. Futurists say it may be even possible they have their own artificial brain by 2050 that lets them invent new technology. Ben's mother asks him what his wearables suggest having for breakfast. The result is based on the body data the wearables have been collecting. They decide on having some fruits and a sandwich. Everybody is eating breakfast together and the kids are already looking forward to their special treat, the vitamin cookie made by the 3D printer. The kids love the taste and they find it fascinating to see the 3D printer at work. From research, we found out that in the future we'll have 3D printed food. In 2015, there was already a development in this field of technology. For now, they are still just culinary experiments, which include shaping chocolate and sugar into wedding cake toppers and cocktail garnishes. This is just the beginning. 3D food printing can revolutionize food production by boosting creativity, food sustainability, and nutritional customizability. With 3D food printers, we will be able to make something that looks and tastes good from something that doesn't. Together with his best friend Jonas, Ben finishes breakfast and gets downstairs for the way to school. The weather is good, so they decide to go by bike instead of using the shared car ride offered in the main hallway of the building. It is very important that in the future we still use bicycles. Cycling and e-biking can cut energy use and CO2 emissions of urban transport by up to 10% by 2050 compared to current estimates. This can induce a worldwide trend toward a much greater use of bikes in urban areas. According to a study, the right investments in public policies can bring bikes and e-bikes to cover up to 14% of urban kilometers by 2050, ranging from about 25% of the Netherlands to about 7% in the US. Building cities for cycling will not only lead to cleaner air and safer streets, it will save people and government a substantial amount of money, which can be invested elsewhere. In general, the transportation has become very safe because of self-driving and automatically stopping cars with a magnetic system, which lets kids safely ride bikes in traffic. Ben and Jonas like their school and education system very much. The classes are small to provide each child with enough attention from the teacher. Next to that, the school has a system which connects all the students and teachers. The system keeps track of the activity of each child through their smart wearables. PE class at school has become a lot different. First, the kids warm up and play several games with the buddy, the robot assistant of the PE teacher. The kids love to interact with this multifunctional gadget. He creates a ball via hologram, which the kids have to avoid. The robot adjusts the speed of the ball to the level of the children tracked through the school system. Now every child can play the game without being demotivated for sports. then at first found this game very challenging, but while playing he completely forgets his exhaustion because he's having fun. Holography may be very far developed by 2050, as indicated by several research sources. Futurists say that even hologram TVs could be already available by 2025. Today's scientists are already working on integrating a holographic system via chip into smartphones. Besides creating holograms, the robot can disassemble parts of himself so the children can build equipment with all the blocks and parts of the robot. The gym has become a very interactive hall for kids to play and run in. It introduces a lot of class technology. When the kids start to learn new movements, Buddy is there to assist the kids and keep them safe, while the PE teacher tracks and analyzes their movements with a see-through tablet. A program on the tablet displays children's mistakes and instructions on how to improve. In the second part of the lesson, the children play a basketball game. Their shirts change appearance based on the team they choose. The score is projected on a glass display along the gym wall. During or after the game, the children can touch the display. It will show their team score, individual score, and the amount of ball minutes per person. This competition encourages the children to be more active. Experiments and research have shown that children have a different focus on track data than their parents or teachers. Their interest lies not in health data, but much more in figures on how much they exercise and how well they perform. These provide children a base on which they can compete with each other. The experiments have also shown that children are much more motivated to move and do sports if they can compete with other children trying to get better again and again. Thus, the possibility of being connected has a high importance, whereas health data and biometrics have a background role. At the end of a successful lesson, the PE teacher finishes the class with an augmented reality game. The kids play the game with smart glasses on. The teacher programs the game so that a cute kangaroo chases each kid. While the children play, the teacher uses the tablet to review each student's progress from data collected via wearables. When Ben and Jonas get back home, they still have a lot of energy, so they go to the shared gym of the building. The gym has a section adapted especially for kids. They check in with their wearables. Their parents can now see that they both are at the gym. The other neighbor kids see this too and can join the fun if they wish. Ben and Jonas pick up some specialized inventory, score displaying jerseys, and a ball that tracks data, like its speed, and spend some time playing games. They enjoy a friendly competition. After spending some time in the gym, the kids go back to their apartments. Their bracelets notify that their house robots and parents are done with cooking a delicious dinner. It has been a successful day for Ben. Before he goes to bed, he checks his achievements on his tablet, which is connected to his wearables, and is proud of what he has done today. A good reason for him to have a good night's sleep.